Hello friends, welcome back. Big Dano plays Primal. We're diving straight in. It's literally 10 minutes after I finished the last episode, but we're going for it. And this time we're facing off against a little bird creature. Look at this cool guy. I don't know what his name is. Pazis? Little bird guy. Little bird guy. Alright, well, we've got a new piece of terrain on the board, which we'll need to have a look at. All right, red, rampage. Seems good. Let's nip over here. Just for what it's worth, I'm keeping track of this. We'll remember, hopefully. We've had our hunter's trial. We did not suffer any knockouts, and nor did we fail on our first attempt. So we are at 4, which is our current score. Let's grab my little reference sheets, which I printed off because they're excellent. And what have we got for this jungle brush? All right, jungle brush. Similar to the brush terrain, but instead you may recycle an aggro. Okay, so that's probably unlikely to get used. I'm not a big fan of the turn denial. It's possibly better in a little multiplayer game, but we'll see. So I've kept with the gunbow, interestingly. Didn't feel like there was enough additional damage to justify the deck reduction. But we've gone for red scale helm and red scale armor, as well as an Imperia. And then over here we've gone the red scale helm and the dragon wings. And we're going to try and empty our deck a couple of times, which will level up dragon wings pretty quickly. We went for an option on our deck upgrades to try and do battle dance more, and then over here we went for one that was like spending bullets. We haven't got those yet, but that's the path that we're travelling down. So we've got a healing plant over in the front sector. We've got a damage plant in the left sector, and then at the back we've got a healing plant and a draw a card sector. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting. So I'm excited for this. This is the first feather one. We're going to unlock the feather sets. I can hand over my heart tell you that I've not looked at a single gear card from the feather, the ice, or the venom expansions because I love finding that stuff out organically. So I haven't looked at any of them. I don't even know what the basic stuff does. So I'm pretty excited to hopefully 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excited to hopefully do some stuff. Alright, Pazis is vulnerable from everywhere. At the start of each round, each player suffers damage unless they can reveal a yellow. So Heleren is going to suffer 1 damage because she cannot reveal a yellow. And then the end of the round, each threatened player takes a paralysing spore card from their reserve and places it on top of their discard pile. He's spitting venom. How unfortunate. Who do we want? I reckon we'll start here with, yeah. We'll start here with Karah. She's going to have the aggro. So she's actually not going to move. That does nothing. We're just going to heal it because we've got the healing plant. That is absolutely right, isn't it? Healing plant. Crazy. Okay, we're going to start by playing this blue on turn 1 with her. So she's not moving, which means she would become threatened, but we're about to change that. You may immediately overrun the monster. And she is going to discard Airblade to do that. You may immediately overrun the monster. If you do, draw 1. So we draw 1. And then we remove a struggle because that's a blue. And then we're going to play this backstab. When you overrun the monster, you may discard this card from your hand to deal 4 damage. Do we want to do that? Or do we want to hold it and play it as another card? Let's play this red. It is a chain off a blue. We remove a struggle, and we will do 3 damage because of our red. 1, 2, 3. We're then also going to do 3 because we've triggered Battle Dance to go to 6. However, we're going to be triggering this, and this, and this. It was going to happen because we're not going to go through our first turn and not trigger a red. So these all look the same. So we'll start with this one. So we don't suffer any downside from that because he doesn't have any struggle to do. That will trigger the rampage. The active player must either reveal a blue from their hand or suffer a paralysing spore card. We have no blue. So we put a paralysing spore into our discard pile. Cool, or not cool, depending on your perspective. And then that is the same. So the reds are all about having a yellow in your sequence. Interesting. 1, 2, 3 more. So we'll play a red to backstab. It's going to do another 1, 2, 3 damage because of our 3 damage here. When you overrun the monster, yep, no, so 3, 1, 2, 3, that's 9. That triggers our first wound. It's back down to 1. We are going to trigger this red. Hopefully it's the same. If the active player is threatened, we are not threatened. It's literally 1 card in this deck. Not ideal. However, we can play Wall of Blades for free. Let's see if we've got a red here. Ah, we don't. Using our action card there. We'll just play Wall of Blades. We can do it for free. Yep. So that's it. So we are going to suffer. Hiya! No damage. We have not played any aggro cards, but we are going to retain the aggro anyway. So this bullfed's in a turn to face us, like so. We will draw 1, 2, 3, 4. Chaining off a green, nice. So we've overrun once, counter on that card. Alright, Heleren. She does want to move to that damage plant section, I think. Draw X where X is your bullet track level. That's a reload. Do we have an assist? We do, but I want to keep it for that. Alright, so we're going to discard this blue to move over to this damage plant. We can attack Pazis from there. That's no problems. Incidentally, we healed by 1 because we started our turn with the plant. How annoying is that? Wonder why that's the case. Maybe that's not always there, that plant. So we want to play this Hall of Bullets. Let's try and get a red. If this is a red, it's a great play. Oh, that's a shame. Spend any of our bullets. Yeah, alright. We'll go Hall of Bullets, discarding this bullet surge to draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Gunfire. Spending a bullet to increase the damage by 3. We're in the death plant, so 4. So that's a total of 7. Plus we spent a bullet, which will ignite for 8, which means we do another wound, and we trigger nothing yet. So we're 8. Then Do we want a cannonball? We don't want a cannonball. So I think we'll just play this quick reload, discarding this blue, which allows us to reload our bullet back up to the track. We've got 2 in there, that should be enough. We're going to end our turn with a stamina. He's going to flip a 1, so we suffer no damage. We're not threatened. So at the end of the round, nobody's threatened. We've taken the aggro though. 1, 2, 3. Oof. Got some options now. Pazis turns to face. So we've triggered none of these. Great. Now though, we move on to turn 2, and this is going to be the case, but we'll show you why. So we're going to discard this, which is going to put this rampage in play. He's then going to gain 2 struggle. 1 struggle, sorry, and then 2 struggle. And then we're starting our turn in the front, so we're going to flip this. He gains another struggle, so he's at 4. Can we reveal 3 cards of the same colour? No, we cannot. That's actually really hard to do, by the way. Yep, so we suffer 1 damage. That's fine. And then we trigger a rampage. Can we reveal a blue? We can. So we're fine. So these ones are just remove struggle. Alright, Heleren is going to move over to here. So she's not threatened. We'll play this pressing shot, which is a blue. And I think we're going to discard this cannonball. We don't really need a cannonball. We've reloaded 2 once, so... yeah. So, yeah, we're discarding cannonball. Draw 1 if your bullet track is 1 or higher. Draw 2. 1, 2. And we discard this. And then we're going to do a suppressing fire. Another great Archer reference for those that are following. Reduce the stamina cost of the next card you play by 1. We're going to play long range, which is really cool. And then the next red you play this turn gains stealth. So we're going to play barrage of bullets to not do any damage. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3. So that barrage of bullets is going to deal 6, 7 for the ignite, 10. So that's 11, which means the monster is on 3. It's taken its 7th wound. And we are going to trigger this next stance. When revealed, shuffle aerial evasion into the behaviour deck. And permanent, when a player becomes threatened, they suffer damage. On an unleash, the player searches their discard pile for a paralysing spore and places it on top of their deck. Aerial evasion is triggered at the end of the round. Okay. Interesting. So that's going to be it. We didn't trigger that because of our stealth, so that's awesome. So we flip this. It's a 1. We've got 1, but this also counted as 1, so that's no damage. We didn't look for a red, did we? That's okay. We're feeling pretty comfortable at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4. Prompt jump. Awesome. When you would suffer damage, you may discard it. We've got no bullets, you say. What's that? A tactical reload. So over here, we are going to heal for 1, but then we're going to suffer 1 damage to draw a card using that plant, which I don't know the name of it. He's facing us now. So again, we're not triggering this because we're not starting the flank. We may be threatened though. No, here we go. Crossover, discarded for stamina. Move a struggle. Overrun into the rear. That triggers our piercing dash. Flipped. Flip it and rip it. It's good stuff, Deno. Let's discard the top card of our deck. Is it a red? It's not a red. Alright, so we'll do a green, which is a swing. I'm going to discard this yellow. Increase our sequence limit by 1. Do we have a yellow, a red here? Assist rather. No. That's fine. So then we will trigger this piercing strike, which allows us to immediately overrun the monster. When we overrun, we can draw a card. It's a red, and so the red is going to deal 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. So we're at 6 of 10. We're going to trigger this card. So we do not have a yellow in our sequence, and so we suffer 1 damage. And that's it. So we will then play this red, which is in a chain, and that's going to do another 1, 2, 3. However, because of our battle dance, it's going to do 3 more to take us to 12. And that's another wound, so he's down to 2. However, that triggers this. The active player is threatened, we are not. And then we can chain this blue straight after. However, it's not going to do us any good in terms of anything. So let's instead play Disengage, which is a green, and it's free, and then we just need to not flip the 3. It's a 2, 1, 2. We suffer no attrition damage. We didn't become threatened, and we are controlling everything very nicely for the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Crescent Strike was an aggro. Pazis is facing us. It's turn 3. Behavior refresh. This one goes away. This one comes in. And this is also here, by the way. When Pazis would flee, 1 per player blue. Yep, so we need to keep blues in hand. Noted. Gains 2 struggle. We are not triggering any of these just yet. Yep, discarded that one. Interesting times, Deno. So do we wish to move? That's chaining off a red, that's chaining off a red. That is good. I think we're probably, when a behavior card is revealed, yeah, I think we're probably going to trash this blue. No, we'll trash this green to move. Oh, before I do anything, sorry. We heal for 1 because we're in the healing plant. This is a bit of a low ball, and then we suffer damage to draw a card. There's a bit of, it feels like a bit of a low ball mission to start us off. So we'll discard that green to move over to here. We'll play Echoing Blades, which is a red. So that's going to trigger this. We know what that one is. We're going to suffer damage unless we have a yellow in our sequence. We do not have a yellow, so we're going to suffer damage. However, this red, because of that plant, will deal 1, 2, 3, 4 to go to 6. And then we can chain this into a red. And so that removes this. These are all here. So he's not unleashing. It's just going to struggle. Rampage is back. Nice. Was that a rampage from before too? Or did I just add that? I think that was a rampage from before. Yeah, we do have a blue. We had a blue in our hand when we triggered that, so that's fine. Another rampage, good. So blue, that's going to do 3 damage because we have played 2, 1, 2, 3 from our battle dance. Then we also get to draw 2 and discard a card from our hand. So 1, I'm going to suffer a damage. Two. Damn, why are you giving me so many greens? We discard 1 from hand. Look at all these greens. I don't want greens. Finesse is fine though. Yeah, we'll discard swing. We're going to look for a red. We don't have a red. Dragon Wings gains +1 damage because we've emptied our deck, so it's now damage 4, which is very nice. We'll play Finesse, which is a green, discarding Twist. Allows us to draw 2. 1, 2. We'll play Perfection to draw a card. If it is a red, you can play it as the next card in your sequence without paying its stamina cost. It is not a red, so that's all, but it's a blue. We'll keep that. Yep, we're going to hold our hand there because we want blues in hand. So we're going to gain a stamina. We suffer no damage. This all goes away. Our brave friend Pazis turns to face, and we will draw back up to, ooh, Paralyzing Spore. We cannot move. Ooh, that's cool. All right, so we can't move. Wonder if you can overrun. Probably not. So I don't want to trigger that. We do have an assist. So we're going to assist here to draw a card, but we're going to move first. Ooh. We're also going to suffer a damage and heal a damage to draw a card. Yeah. So we'll discard this prompt jump to move. And we'll go here to the damage section, I think. So we're not threatened. We're going to play our reload, discarding this negation to reload 3 bullets. When you reload, place a counter on this card. Flipped. We will play this blue. Interesting. Interesting. This is a great card. Repositioning. You may shuffle all your reds from your discard pile into your deck. Let's see if we've got a red first. We don't have a red. Actually, that was a dumb play because we're more likely to have a red after we shuffle it. I didn't do that. Blue reposition. Discarding. Covering fire. So we then get to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's literally no reds in here, so that would have been a pretty dumb play from me to do that. All right, that removed the struggle. Oh, we need to have multiple blues in hand here, don't we? This is bad times, Deno. This is bad times. Unless we draw a blue out of here, he's going to run away from us. Oh, we can cancel a card, a behaviour card, can't we? Is this a red? It is a red. We'll play this yellow to draw one. Yes, we'll draw this. It's not a red. Damn. Okay. We'll keep 2 cards in hand. We'll gain a stamina. So that's the end of our turn. The monster turns to face us. We've only got 2 greens there, or sorry, 2. So we suffer no damage. We didn't play the aggro, so the aggro is still over here. He's facing us already. It's the end of the round, so a blue would be really good, Deno. 1, 2, yes. 3. Awesome. So we're going to trigger this, which we know to be run away, run away. That's a bad enhancement, but fortunately, when Pazis would flee, players may collectively reveal 1 per player blues from their hands. We have 1, and we have 1. If they do, the game continues normally. We then rampage. The active player must reveal a blue from their hand. We have blues. We know that to be the case. It's all about keeping blues, this guy, isn't it? End of the round. Excellent. So this goes here. We gain 2 struggle. We behaviour refresh this. It goes away. This comes here. And that's it. So we cannot move, which means when a player becomes threatened, they suffer damage. When this card is in your hand, you cannot move. Alright, well, I don't think we're doing too much here. So we're not going to move, which means we become threatened. And when we are threatened, we suffer damage, which is only 1. We'll try for a red. It is a red. Interesting. Okay. So we'll play this green. It's a freebie. We can then chain this red into it. So that's 4 damage, which takes it to 13. And he's only 10 to do a wound. He's down to 5. So he's got 3. 1, 2, 3. It's going to trigger some stuff. So we know it's triggering this one. If the active player is threatened, oh, that's a punishing little turn of events, Deno. And then this bad boy, he is going to spend that, but we do not have a yellow. Oh goodness, that's a lot of damage. Okay, the little bird monster's starting to give some problems. Oh, it's actually an extra damage because of our plant. Another rampage. So we still have the option to play this blue, discarding this natural agility. And I will do that because it removes one of these. and it creates a battle dance, which takes us to 7, and that's it. So if this is a 2 or a 3, we suffer no damage. Come on. The paralysing spore is discarded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So close to tapping out our deck a second time. All right. We're triggering this because we are starting in the front with Heleren. He's gaining 1 struggle. Can we reveal 3 cards of the same colour? We can reveal 3 reds. How do you like them apples? We do want to move. And we'll use this ready to shine, I think. So let's move into healing plant territory. So we didn't trigger that. We can negate that. Yep, okay, let's just do this. Let's just go strafing. Spending a bullet. You may spend a bullet to deal 3 damage. Done. So he goes to 10. And 10 is what he needs to trigger a wound. So that's his 4th wound, which is going to reveal stance 3. When revealed, each player suffers damage unless they have a yellow in their hand. We do not have a yellow. We go down to 8. This bad boy says, when it suffers a wound, Pazis flees. Oh my god. This little idiot, stop running away. So it's 14 to do a damage. Interesting. That blue removes a struggle. Do you have a yellow? You do. When he suffers a wound, it would flee. Okay, we've got 2 blues there, so we can do another wound if we want to. So yep, we'll play this red, which is a barrage of bullets. Let's see if we've got another red, actually. We do. Spend any number of bullets, 1, 2, to add 2 for each bullet spent this way. So 2, 4, plus 3 is 7, plus 1 for igniting is 8. Triggering this red, which we know is, we do not have a yellow in our sequence, so we suffered 2 damage, 1, 2. And he spent that. And then he's going to rampage. Rampage! We do have to take a paralysing spore. Put it in our discard pile. Our health is not yet critical, so that's not going to matter. But we can just do another red, cover fire, which is 3 damage, takes him to 11. And triggers that red. Doesn't do anything because he's got no struggle. And then we'll do a negation, which is another red, and that will do a wound. So when Pazis suffers a wound, he flees. However, we can reveal 2 blues over here, 1, 2, to prevent that from happening. We will go 1, 2, 3. Suffer 1 damage. That was a interesting turn. We are going to suffer. When you would suffer, you may discard this card from your hand to prevent that damage. Oh look, We'll discard our prompt jump. We suffer no damage. That's a great one. Round 5. This one triggers. We know what it is. It's Pazis runs away, but we have the blues to stop it. So this comes in. We behaviour refresh this. He did turn to face us. He's going to gain 1, 2, 3, struggle. We are the aggro. Okay, so we're going to heal 1 and draw a card and lose 1. Our bullet track is not doing anything right now. So let's move into the damage plant. Pazis can still be attacked from anywhere. Bullet surge, draw 1, pressing shot. Yep, so let's play a pressing shot, discarding our cannonball, wasteful, but allows us to draw 1. Suppressing fire! Speaking of suppressing fire, suppressing fire! We reduce the stamina cost of the next card we play by 1. It is a yellow, so we will draw a card. We will attempt to find a red. It's not a red, damn, we really want to do that. He's got no damage. We haven't flipped the 3 yet, so we're a 50-50 on it being a 3. We'll discard this. Oh, our health is critical, so we will start. We'll draw a card. That would have been at this point, so that's fine. Yep, we'll end our turn. This goes away. We gain a stamina. If it's the 3, it is the 3. We suffer damage. 1, 2, 3. 2 damage. Did we want a potion this turn? What was on top? A 2. No, no potion. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Strafing. Give me some bullets. Give me some bullets, Deno. Oh, the bullets are devastating. Okay, let's move. We'll use our blue to overrun the monster instead of moving. If you do, discard 1 struggle. We've discarded a struggle, so we are not gaining stuff. We'll draw a card because we overrun the monster. How many blues we got here? He's going to run away. No, we don't have that. Are we going to do a wound? Probably not. Shadow Strike, when you overrun the monster, you may discard this from your hand to draw 2. 1. We gain a second marker on our dragon wings. We suffer damage. 2. Nice. Alright. Red into yellow. We can do some big damage here, but we need multiple blues in hand. Let's assist here to draw. When you suffer damage, you may immediately overrun the monster. No, we don't want to do that. Okay, I think we're just going to go hammer and tong here. We got some big old chains coming up. I'm in chains. We'll start this. We'll play this red. Oh, it's the start of our turn. We're drawing a card as well. That's good. That's good. We might just kill him here. Okay. Reactive defense is a yellow, spending our stamina. No triggers. We will chain this Airblade, which is 5. Let's see if we got a red, by the way. So that's 5 damage. We're going to trigger this. We know what this does. If the active player is threatened, we're not. And then the rampage says, must reveal a blue from our hand. There's our blue. Red rampage again, hey? So then we can chain into a crescent strike, which will deal another 5 damage, and we increase our sequence limit by 1 this turn. That also deals 3 because we've chained 2 of those together, so we're on 1. And we've done a second wound. Because we've done a wound, we now have to attempt to stop him from fleeing. We need 2 blues. There's 1 blue. There's a second blue. We've triggered another red, which is going to do nothing because it needs to spend stuff for that. And then we're going to trigger a rampage, which is we reveal a blue, which is fine. Red starting in the flank. I reckon we could probably come close to knocking him over in 1 turn. Our sequence limit is 6. So if we play backstab, it's a red, which will deal 5 damage. So he's up to 6. And then we will chain a slice into that. Oh, need to trigger this. Doesn't do anything. This is awesome. So we've chained a slice. So that's 4 in a row, which means we deal 5, which takes us to 11. And we have 1 more sequence limit, one more card we can play in our sequence. And we will play this scythe, which we can chain into a blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. That deals 5, which is 16, which means he is down to 2. He's got 1 wound left. We have to reveal 2 blues. We know we can reveal 2 blues. That's it. We'll end our turn with a stamina, 3 cards in hand. I think this is a 2. So we suffer 1, 2 damage, 1, 2 damage. This all goes away. Oh, we have a thing that we could stop the monster from doing that, don't we? No, so that's fine. Pazis is most definitely turning to face us there, which is cool. We're drawing 1, 2. Okay, at the end of the round, he's going to try and flee, but we once again have enough blues in hand to prevent the flee. He's going to gain 3 struggle. He's going to do this. And then he's going to behaviour refresh this. Into this. He's going to start the round, which is 6. He gains a struggle. Can we reveal 3 cards of the same colour? We cannot. We suffer damage, quite clearly, this is potion time because we just need to do 14 damage. And we have a dude on 2 health and a dude on 3 health. So Aylmore Potion takes us to 4. Aylmore Potion takes us to 5. Both of those are gone. We're rampaging. We reveal a blue, so that's fine. Pazis is going to run away unless we can kill him, which I think we can. We discard this to run through. That's an overrun. So we can deal our base weapon damage, which is 3. We'll draw a card. Your cards gain stealth until the end of the turn. That is so sick. Alright, we'll play a blue, Shadow Strike, we gain stealth, so we're not going to trigger anything anyway. We'll then play Echoing Blades. We'll do it in the opposite order. Draw 2 cards. 1, 2. It's 5 damage plus 3, which is 8. We're on 10 of 14. We can just do a Piercing Strike, which does it. But we can also play this card, discarding this, to chain into this, to draw 1, to overrun, to do all sorts of stuff. Unreal characters, unreal. Pazis, you're going down. Good little change, actually, him trying to run away and us being forced to prevent that from happening. That was quite a unique little challenge, so I enjoyed that a lot. Enjoyed it a lot. Paralyzing Spore was our next card that was on top of the deck. Really fun fight. Not having any bullets was pretty annoying towards the end there, but that's okay. What can you do? I feel like we controlled that pretty well. Definitely felt comfortable there. So let's bring up this bad boy. Yeah. Okay, expansion run. We have defeated the monster of Muara and we've unlocked the Feather Forge. Confirm. Okay, so we'll read chapter 2. It's unlocking 3 more quests. We have not played this little green guy, and we have not played this frost guy, so we're going to play one of those 2, which is super cool. But let's have a look at the feather gear, because that is something I've been pretty excited about. Alright, you get to see this for the first time. I'm looking at this. So, Totemic Plate. At the end of your action phase, you may search the top 3 cards of your discard pile for a green and add it to your hand. That'd be really good with Lejonar. Oof. He's good with that. What does it do at a max level? Oh, you can add it to your hand. Oh, you may draw one unless you're threatened. Alright, a helmet. When a player in an adjacent sector. Oh, that is awesome. It's paying the stamina cost of the card. You may reveal 2 cards of that same colour from your hand. If you do, reduce that stamina cost by 1. That's nice. Don't get a lot of stamina stuff. Wow, the level 3 is unreal. Feathered Coat. When you move, if you're not the aggro player, you may reveal a green from your hand to ignore the movement cost. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. And a Boomerang. If the first and last cards of your sequence are green, deal 1 damage for each card in your sequence. Wow, that is interesting. I would love to be playing with this gear with Lejonar and his snare stuff. How cool would that be? Alright, we've got feather gear. What's our feather sword? Or our feather gun, rather. Winged cannon and the twin blades. This is exciting stuff. I love unlocking gear. Alright, twin blade. 5, 6, only 3 yellows. That's tragic. 8 and 12 is 20. Plus 1 damage if your sequence includes a card of each colour. Max 4 times per game. So Dragon Wings is probably easier to proc, but that's fun. Winged Cannon, Ignite. You may immediately move without paying any stamina cost. Sick. 4 damage. Nice. Okay. Ooh, 5, 6, 5, 6. Yeah, we'll definitely be buying the Winged Cannon, I think. Alright. Hope you've enjoyed this second episode of our campaign playthrough. Pazis goes down, and we'll fight ourselves a Frost monster or a Venom monster in the next one. I'll catch you on the next episode. Big Tail out.